Happy Sunday, everybody. We're going to do a little what sold, packing, and answer some Q&A live. So I will be answering questions while I pack. I just talked about summer slowdown. I'm going to probably bring that up a lot in this video because it's supposedly a thing, but I don't necessarily like to believe in summer slowdown. So I'm waiting for some. As you all know, we all get packages in, or we all get, hey, what's up, Emily? What's up, TJ? We get those buyers who buy things and then they haven't paid yet. So I still have some of those. Hopefully they'll pay today, or they will get their package shipped out on Tuesday. Because what I pack today will ship out Monday. What sells today or tonight and tomorrow, I'll ship out Tuesday. So what's up, TJ? So this is kind of a Q&A. I kind of want to hear what you guys sold. I'm going to show you guys what I sold over the past couple days. I think we're around 30 items. But I really don't like picking these up very often. Let me move you back. Thanks for the likes. I really don't like picking these up very often. And they're tuxedos. Tuxedos, I don't like picking them up because people wear them once or twice and that's it. So I usually don't pick them up. The reason I picked this one up is because it was a Brooks Brothers. I've actually never seen a Brooks Brothers tuxedo with the pants as well. So I've had this listed for about a month. I think I had it listed for, thank you, Tropical Flipper, for $100. Someone offered me 80, and I was quick to take it because it's the summer, and a lot of times it's the wedding season. People get married, special events, black tie events. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and get this guy, take that offer, get it out the door. You guys know me. What's up, Tropical Flipper? What's up, my guy? What's up, Travis? You guys know me. I'm the type of person that I like to price my stuff a little bit cheap and also get my money out the door working back for me. That's how I am when it comes to investing. That's how I am when it comes to reselling clothing and shoes and everything. So I like to have my money work for me. If your money is sitting, it's not working for you. I'll sell this. I bought it for $10. So I'm selling it for 80, and that $80 I'll be able to buy a whole bunch of stuff tomorrow and put it to use. Sell some stuff with it. What is the average profit you look for in items? So we'll talk about it some more. A lot of you are familiar with my method, my new method this year in 2023, Short Up Method, where there are certain items, if I can list them in less than 2 or 3 minutes, take pictures and list them in less than 2 or 3 minutes, my minimum profit is $10. That's the minimum profit I'll be looking for because I'm only spending 2 or 3 minutes on it. But when I was part-time, I was looking for $20 or more profit per item. So this would have met that criteria. Bought it for 8, sold it for 80, and buyer pays shipping with all of my items. So the buyer is responsible for the shipping cost. So I'm taking, let's see, 10 off of 80, and then the 13% that eBay charges as their fee. Let me make sure it's going to the right person. As you guys always know, I pick out all my items straight from my phone, and I look at my phone. I have all my labels already printed, so everything's ready to go. Let's see. Musicians need tuxedos too. A lot of people need tuxedos. Let's see. Brooks Brothers suits or tux are always good pickups. Yeah, so that's the first Brooks Brothers tux. Now you guys know I pick up a lot of suits. I've been selling suits since the beginning of reselling clothing, so 2015. And tuxedos usually don't do well for me. I've even found Dior tuxedos and Versace maybe tuxedos, like the old Collezione Versace tuxedos. They just don't do well. But that Brooks Brothers happened to sell. I might even have another one, a Polo Ralph Lauren, that I need to list. But yeah, tuxedos don't sell as quick as suits. Went to some garage sales this weekend, found some vintage stuff, and posted my first items on eBay. Nice, Andrew. What'd you find? Man, the hardest part about this starting up eBay is just getting it listed, getting all your information set up. Once you have that first sale, send out that first item, and that person's happy, you're hooked. This, I'm sorry I didn't show you. This is a Dunning This is a golf brand. I pick it up sometimes. Dunning Golf. There's no logos, nothing. Has that Peter Millar feel, that polyester spandex type of feel. That one sold for $16.14, which means I had an offer out for it. Again, that's one of those Surf's Up methods. You're going to see anything that I sell for around $15, $16, $17. That's going to be my I list in 2 or 3 minutes type of thing. Again, make sure it's going to the right buyer. It is. Let's see. We got a troll. Do you promote items? Do you recommend starting to do it? So, what pirate ship? Why pirate shipping and not eBay? I use eBay. So I only sell on eBay. I'm an eBay strictly seller. I don't cross list. I don't sell on any other platform. So everything's on eBay. So all my printing, all my shipping, everything's off of eBay. And I get a discount with that. Just like on Pirate Ship, you'd get a discount too if you sold off Poshmark or whatever. But yeah, I ship everything through eBay. It's automatically adjusted to where they live. I just put in the measurements, put in what I'm shipping in, whether it be first class, hey, thank you. Whether it be priority, whether it be a padded priority, whatever, a box. It automatically ships to them. So I ship just on eBay. And do I promote my items? Only on items that the market is very saturated, which means there's a lot of them, right? Like saturated ground, a lot of water in the ground. So Under Armour polos, Nike polos, maybe Levi's, a lot of stuff like that. But if I find unique items, I will not promote it. These I promote. Hey, thanks for the soccer balls. These I do promote. I literally listed this. I think I sold it the same day. There's a few items I sold the same day. You guys know I buy these Polo Ralph Lauren's. Priced it at $15.99 because it was kind of a fall look. And it's June. Thanks for the soccer balls. And it's June. It sold. Again, $15.99 plus buyer pays shipping. It ships out first class. What's up, ATL Atlanta? I was just thinking about Atlanta. I was looking through my stuff. I had Atlanta Falcons polo that someone's selling. I can't find my car keys. Can anyone care? Yeah, help buried treasures find his car keys. I don't do free shipping. I have people pay for shipping. I picked up a Brioni pleated tux shirt and a vegan blazer on sale. Yes, nice. Brioni tux shirt sell for tux shirts in a high-end brand. Brioni is the highest. Sell for a lot of money. So, and when I mean a lot of money, you usually buy them for under $5 and they always sell for over 50 for me. Let's see. Travis Matthew polos. So I've been selling these Travis Matthew polos for less than I used to. And this is a cotton blend. It's a medium. Sold for $20 plus shipping. $19 plus shipping. $18.99 to be exact. Plus shipping. And let's go in first class. Again, poly mailers. Super easy. Get them off eBay. I like unique ones like this. They're in my link tree. You can find them on eBay. Super easy out the door. So, also, good. Also, I put out a video about summer slowdown. I don't believe in summer slowdown. In fact, I took a picture just a few minutes ago of my sales. These are my sales in the last 31 days. So it's really summer, right? June's considered summer. So here are my sales in the last 31 days. If you can see, 31 days, they're up 26%. My sales are up 26% in the last 31 days. Whenever I do my tax records at the end of the year, at the beginning of the next year, I guess I should say, I always look at each month, obviously, because I have to do all my tax information for each month. I never have summer slowdown. My months are usually the same unless I'm on vacation for like half a month or something like that where I'm not listing as much. But I don't have summer slowdown. I don't feel it because I'm a seasonal seller. I list stuff that are seasonal. Now, some stuff will sell that aren't in season, of course, but seasonal. What I just packed up here are my Surf's Up method Under Armour pants. I do the same with shorts. I have another pair I'll show you in a minute, but Under Armour pants and shorts that are golf, I always sell for $23.99 plus buyer pay shipping. Super easy to list, super easy to ship, first class. That's an easy like $12, $13, $15 profit for me every time. Pick those up for $5. Could it be because you were on TikTok that your sales have gone up? I don't think so, Steph, because I've been doing clothing since 2015 and 16, and I've been doing my tax records every single year, and I never see that there's a summer slowdown. So that's where I'm coming from on that. TikTok, I don't think brings any people to my store for buying. So I don't know. I don't think TikTok has anything to do with that. Next thing is Sims or YouTube. I started YouTube. I don't think people... I've never bought things from people's stores other than maybe like their merch or something to support them. But this is a Sims shirt. I think most of everyone by now should know Sims. They have the little fish. Probably the best fishing gear stuff that's out there. They're the two little zippers right here. Hook fishing's good too. But I saw hook fishing the other day at Ross or TJ Maxx, which tells me that it might be starting to sell out. So, which means like be on the downswing because they're selling at those places. Sims does not sell at those places yet. So Sims, I like selling it. This shirt sold for $29. I paid $4 for it. All the shirts I paid $4 for. Let me answer your questions too. So this is going to Robert. Robert, again, first class. Now I'll put all these in a bag. I take them to the post office right when they open on Monday morning. Just bought a Peter Millar Summer Comfort. Extra large for $1 at a flea market. You cannot beat that. Tell me a better return. You can't buy a stock in the stock market and get a, what would that be? Like a 2,000% return or something on it? No. Do you have auto taxes taken out to pay your taxes? Do you put eBay listings on an advertisement? So I don't have taxes automatically taken out. What I do is rollball or snowball my account and my inventory. So I pay myself out of eBay every week, and then I use that money to pay bills, house bills and whatever bills we have. And then that money I have in an account, and it snowballs to pay off a credit card. Everything on eBay I have on a business credit card. Every time I source, I put it on the business credit card. Every lunch I put on business credit card. Everything I do is on a business credit card. And so I just roll that money over all the time. And so that way, when taxes are due, I have that big chunk of money. I don't do quarterly. I do yearly because I want to have a chunk of money. I want to have a cushion in case something comes along where somebody needs a big bulk buy or a big purchase item. And when I used to do antiques, there were times where I'd have to have thousands of dollars to buy something to make thousands of dollars. And if I didn't have that thousands of dollars, I would lose out. So to have that money, it would be the same thing for hundreds of dollars. I do promote. Do you still pick up Huck? Saddle bread, I don't pick up. Or Hook, I do. I keep saying Huck. H-U-K. It should be Huck. Hook. I still pick up Hook at the thrift stores for $4 or $5 for sure. All day long. Definitely. Let's see. What would you sell what would I sell a Perry Cardin or Cardin Hawaiian shirt for? I don't know. You'd have to look at comps. Unfortunately, I don't pick up that brand because it hasn't done well for me in the past. The comps and the sell-through rates don't do well, but maybe you have a bigger size, really cool Hawaiian shirt. So you're just going to have to look up comps online. I have a video on my YouTube. You could check that out. It's super easy to look up comps on your cell phone, which means like how much they sell for. You want to look up how much they have sold for in the past 90 days. That will give you a really good idea how much they sell for. Have you used the same username on eBay since 2015? Any advice on picking a username? No. So Surf's Up Fine was new in 2023. I was a teacher for 13 years. I did not intermix my career with my side hustle. So I just had a different name. And then once I started spreading my knowledge of what I do and going full time into this, all my social media Surf's Up Fine, my eBay page, everything Surf's Up Fine now. I created a name so everything on every platform is uniform. It wasn't before. My eBay store was a different name, but all I did was change the name. You can still see this store has almost 30,000 sales and been on here since 2001. Do you think Thrifting Tree and others for contributing to... Oh, thank you. No. So brands at Ross and TJ Maxx are selling out and no longer. No, so what I say is, let me get to the next order, and I'm going to try to answer all the questions. This is an Under Armour, Notre Dame. I always say pick up the big colleges and nicer brands. They always sell well. And this has some cool hit on the back. But what I always say is when items start hitting the TJ Maxx's, the Ross's, those prices are undercut. They mean it's kind of like they sold out. Do you see Lululemon at Under Armour or at TJ Maxx or Ross? No. That's why the value is so high. Do you see Viore there? No. That's why the value is so high. You don't see Robach there. You don't see stuff like that there. But a lot of times when brands get sent to Ross and stuff, that kind of tells you they're starting to get washed up. So like Adidas polo shirts, now you can get them new for $21, $22 brand new at Ross. So that's why I don't really pick them up too much. I did pick one up in here, and it's a big mistake, and I'll tell you about it in a minute. But that sold for 20 bucks. I love picking up college stuff. What's up, Arizona Pickens? Audrey, what do you mean gas, etc.? Gas, etc. So I drive an electric car, and doing this for a while, I've found different ways when you own your own business out of your house, there are tons of different ways to save money. Or I guess loopholes for your business. But to save money, one of them I did was buy an electric car, so I get to write off my miles, and I get to charge it at my house. I have 15,000 miles on my car, never charged it anywhere but my house. And so since I do my business out of my house, we get a portion of our electric bill wrote off because of my business. So I get the miles and the electric wrote off on my car. Overstock with lots of, retail arbitrage. I get retail arbitrage stuff from Ross and TJ Maxx, but I don't recommend doing that to new seller or newbies because you have to have that certain eye. It has to be something that you don't ever see at TJ Maxx or Ross. If you see a lot of it, they're selling that same item at all the stores all over the country. So yeah. What's up, Joel? Gas as a tax write-off. Yeah, so if you can't do gas, you can do miles. So you can either do miles or you can do your car. But in my case, miles add up more than my car does because I drive so many miles. I bought my car in October, brand new. It has 15,000 miles on it. So here's a Driftwood, a brand I've never picked up before. I picked it up because it's women's. It reminded me of Johnny Was with that embroidery or Free People. It was a good pickup, I think. Sold it for $35. I paid $4.99 for it. And this will ship out first class. Yeah, I hope you're doing good too, Arizona. I want to go to Arizona. I keep thinking to my wife, I'm doing this right now. I'm working as hard as I can right now because I want to take a vacation with my family and go hiking. That's my motivation right now. Also invest. I really want to put a lot of money in the stock market or in the markets and have money available in case we have a big downturn, and we have had a big downturn. Like in 2020, that was a huge opportunity for a lot of people. And a lot of people got rich. A lot of people lost money, but if you had money, a lot of people made money. Let's see. Those stores, good point. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, retail arbitrage. I put up a video on TikTok or on YouTube and TikTok recently about that. And I do retail arbitrage at least once a week. But I don't recommend it to new people because those items are going to be minimum $10 if you're lucky, but usually $20, maybe $25. And you could sit on them a while. Usually you get retail arbitrage stuff for the most part on when they're clearancing it out, which is like their off season. So a lot of times you might hold on to those items for a while. So that's just something. Again, this is a shoebox you can order free offline. If you have any questions, I have a YouTube video about it. Free offline. I sold these Allbirds with a high ankle. I've never found these before. They took a little while to sell, maybe about 2 or 3 months. I sold them for $39.16, which means I sent out a best offer. Whenever I ship up just shoes like this, I just stick them straight in the box. I've never had a complaint. They're pretty much tennis shoes, so they're not going to get damaged. They're all good to go. I also use 3-inch tape. So I like to use a 3-inch tape when I ship items. That comes from my eBay years, I think. Let's see. All right. and that's going out. So that's about 10 items, I think, so far out of the 20-some. I think our hiking is awesome in Sedona. Yeah, my wife and I went there when she was pregnant with our second, and now I think we want to take her kids out there and go hiking. I think that'd be fun. Barry Treasures tried hiking, but Barry, you're in shape. Don't wait on picking up stocks. Oh, I'm not going to talk about stocks in the stock market, financial advice, nothing like that. That's something I keep completely separated from reselling online, because that's very, very touchy subject. So what's up, Kayla? We do 6 figures in sales on Amazon, so TJ Maxx is a regular stop for us. Yep, Travis, that's good. Again, so you would probably recommend to people that are just starting out probably not to do retail arbitrage yet, right? That's always what I recommend. Don't do it yet, but if you know how to look up sold comps and you know how to look up sell-through rate, maybe give it a shot. But my suggestion is look at the end of the seasons when they're starting to clear everything out. Find out when the big sales are. That's when you should ship stuff or buy stuff. I'm shipping things. That's why I said that. So again, this is that other pair of Under Armour pants that same exact size, 32 by 30 with this waistband. I buy these for $5. I sell them for $23.99 all day long. And this one's going to Homer in Springfield, Illinois. No, I'm just kidding. You know, that's where the Simpsons are from. Let's see. Last night it went awesome. Oh, you had a Whatnot account show, Arizona Pickens. Yeah, that's awesome, and it went well. I don't think anybody who's started Whatnot hasn't done well. Like, they're pumped about it. I know Whatnot shows are super popular. So if you're watching this later on YouTube, I just do eBay reselling, but a lot of people I'm talking to in the chat here, they do Whatnot shows, and it's a super good way, another way to sell your inventory, especially if you don't want to spend a lot of time or get a lot of fees or anything like that. You can do whole boxes, reseller boxes, just lots of inventory, maybe all women's. You can do all vintage t-shirts, stuff like that. But as I was saying in a video I made, just a little chit chat about summer slowdown, you got to be creative. Anytime with this business, you got to be creative. If one platform seems slow, go to another platform and list there. If you feel like your sales are slow, list more. Send out offers. Get your eBay or Poshmark store going and rolling. You just got to stay active. You cannot have a negative mindset. You have to have a tiger's mindset where you're going to go after it. You're going to go after it. Sorry I didn't show you that either, but that's just a men's polo shirt. I'll show you guys a picture of it. It sold for $23. Just a men's Nike polo shirt. No golf course emblem or company emblem, sold for $23. Again, plus buyer pay shipping. Somehow I listed my eBay items, and when I posted them, they listed in auction. You can cancel those as long as they don't have any bids on them, and you won't get penalized. And then you can relist them as not auctions. I started with retail arbitrage. Nice, Barry. Also, it depends on, thanks to one, it depends on where you go. I know some people go to Big Lots or Tuesday Mornings. There's a ton of places. There's money to be made everywhere. The sky's the limit. There's no better time than right now to resell online. And people might want to complain about the cost to sell stuff and the fees on eBay and everything. No, if it wasn't for eBay, I wouldn't be doing this full time. I wouldn't have a side hustle. So I'm fine giving them 13%. People want to talk about the thrift stores overpricing stuff. They have overpriced stuff. But guess what? You have to be smarter than them, find stuff that they don't know, or go other places. Right now is garage sale season. Go garage sale hunting. I just started eBay. Should I describe my account? Need help on that? You could DM me if you have any questions on that on my Instagram. It's in my link tree. Should I describe me? I would not describe you as a person. Because people aren't going to care. This is just honest. I mean, this is like a Gary Vee type of tip. People aren't going to care too much about you. Maybe if you start like social media, they might care about like you and your brand. But when you put a description in eBay or whatever, they just want the item, and they're looking at your feedback. Your feedback should tell them everything about you. This is a 4XT, 4 extra tall. This sold the same day I listed it. I buy these big, as you know, bigger the better. It's sold for $24 plus buyer pay shipping to Randy in South Carolina. Good afternoon, Missy. Let's see. I kill it with swimsuits and shorts this time of year. Yeah. So again, I'm a seasonal seller, and even when I was full-time teaching, I got into seasonal selling. I don't recommend it for people who are just starting out. Anything you thrift, anything you have for sale, list it. There should never be an item sitting if you're twiddling your thumbs. If you have something ready to list and you're twiddling your thumbs, you need to list it now. But if you can get enough inventory, you want to list the in-season items. What are department stores doing? They're selling the in-season items. What Dick's Sporting Goods selling right now? Right when you walk in, they're selling bathing suits. They're selling flip-flops. They're selling t-shirts. They're not selling Patagonia jackets right now and North Face down jackets. No, they're selling summer items. So you want to do what the people get paid big bucks to figure out when things sell. It's pretty common sense. But again, if you're new to it, list whatever you have anytime. Let's see. Thank you so much for teaching us and helping you. You've been a godsend. Hey, thank you. That's, like I said, to be honest, I love teaching. I love my students, but I really love teaching this too. It's a whole nother thing. It's like a new life. I love teaching what I did for a long time. Kind of got burnt out. I love doing what I'm doing now. So this is a U.S. Open. It's a 2016. Anytime I find like a U.S. Open or like a Ryder Cup, anything that's a PGA event that's big, I'll buy it. That just sold for $15. That's a Surf's Up method. I just make about $10 off that, but it takes me 2 minutes to list. So yeah, Red. Again, these little fillers right here that I sell make only $10 or $12. Those pay the bills. Those pay the bills. What, I've already gone over 3 or 4 of them. That's $40. I mean, that's a dinner easy for our family of 4. So those things fill and they sell quick, and I don't mind picking them up because no one else is picking them up. Everyone wants to find the big, hot, $50 profit items, $100 profit items. I'll buy those all day long. Here are some Athleta, a little older, and these are more like a hiking pant. You see they have these buttons right here so you can fold up the cuffs in case you're walking in water or whatever, wading in water with your boots, whatever they're for. They're hiking, they're Athleta. They sold for $24 and they're going out priority, actually. They're a little bit heavy. Let's see. Do you sell a lot internationally? Yeah, so I would say maybe like 2 or 3% of my items, every 2 to 3 out of 100 items I sell probably go internationally. And again, I do it with eBay, so it's a breeze. When I first started back in the day, it was awful. It sucked. You had to go to the post office and write down descriptions and everything and the addresses. It took forever. The way eBay has it now, it is literally the easiest. It's no different than you shipping something to someone a mile down the street. You just print out the label. Let's see. That sold for $24. I bought them for $5. PU men's blazers. What's PU? PU. Purdue University, where I went to school? I don't know PU. I teach first grade and currently do this as a side hustle. I'm excited for you to make it full time. Thank you for teaching. My son just went through first grade, and teaching is, unfortunately, it's a profession that people are leaving. We were just talking about last night. They're hiring people who don't even have degrees, don't know anything about teaching, just straight off the streets to teach our kids, the youth, and it's sad. They just didn't pay enough for me, and I wasn't into it like it used to be. I got burnt out, and that has a lot to do with pay and controlling factors, but you guys don't need to hear that. I'm looking around on this shirt because I sold this Adidas polo shirt for a whopping $5.99. $5.99. And I did that because somewhere on this shirt it had a little mark on it, and it was just so small. I was so sad about it because these are those Surf's Up methods. These are those shirts I sell for $15. That's why I don't tell people to do this method very often, because if you find one little hiccup like that, that could ruin that whole sale. It didn't necessarily ruin it. I mean, I'll make like 50 cents or $1 because I bought it for $5, but still, a little bit of a waste of my time. All right, good. Do I wash my clothes? No. So actually, I just washed a whole bunch of shoes. I clean the shoes. I only pick up clothes that are hair-free and they don't smell. Every once in a while, I'll come home and I'll find something like that, a little stain. If on something nice, I will try to get it off and then wash it and see if it comes out like I don't know, like maybe a grease stain on a shirt or something like that I didn't see at the store. I will wash that. But none of my items smell. None of them have fur. I put that in my description. I don't pick that stuff up. Every once in a while, also, I'll find a really nice jacket, like a pea coat that's Orvis with the, nice buckles or something, and it smells like smoke. If I could sell that for $100 and pick it up for $10, I'll go ahead and pick it up and get it dry cleaned. So I will do that. Now let me slap this label off of this guy that got this shirt for $5.99. What a good deal for an Adidas polo. If you don't care about a little mark like that, which I probably wouldn't, what a deal. Been buying out of season items because it's abundant and cheap. Saving for later. Good. So Luke is buying stuff right now and saving it for later. Again, that's what I do. That's what I've been doing for probably 5 years now, pre-COVID, and it's worked for me. But if I ever am at a spot where I'd have nothing left to list but winter items, I will start listing those items. So I will list all items every day, as long as I have something to list. But again, if I run out of summer and spring, I'll go for it. I'll start listing the winter and fall. Let's see. Pick up what? Polyurethane. Hey, do you sell women's? Yes. Speaking of, the next item, which was another but it's okay. This item sold twice. The first person that bought it said it was a little bit not the size they wanted, whatever. If something that sells once, it'll sell twice, especially when it's a brand like Johnny Was. I was super pumped about this shirt. It's pure silk. I was super pumped, and then I saw that it had a missing button. So I had a missing button. There is one below, so I made sure I put a picture of that next to where the missing button is, but it still brought the price down. I just auctioned this off. It went for $32, and I paid $4.99 for it. So whatever. I could have gotten more, but that missing button, I'm not going to take the time to put that button on. I never take the time to put buttons on, ever. If anything, I had a button recently on a $400 sports coat that came off. I pulled it off, excuse me, and I went to a tailor and had them put it on for $5. So if it's that important, I will have my tailor now do it for $5. So yes, women's clothes, Johnny O. I'm starting to get into women's. Since I've been going full time, I've been doing a lot more women's. When I was part-time, I'd only pick up women's clothing that are cross, like Lululemon, things like that. Speaking of Lululemon, I swear every time I pick something up. I only sell on eBay, yes. I only sell on eBay. So the only platform I sell on eBay, and if you guys don't follow me on YouTube, I made a video, I am 100% transparent. I will tell you anything. You can go to my link tree. If you're watching this later on YouTube, go to the description below. Look at my eBay store. Feel free to go through it. Look at my sold listings. Look at everything. You can see exactly what I sell, exactly the type of stuff I pick up. That should help you out. That should help you out if you're starting out. Lululemon, men's, Metal Tech. This sold the same day I listed it. I might have listed it too cheap, but I just thought the color wasn't great. Since I buy Lululemon myself, a lot of times these colors that just are kind of blah, they go on the they made too much and they go on sale. But I sold this for $27 plus buyer pay shipping, so I could have probably sold it for $32. Sold cool pants after 2 days. Exactly. If you price for everyone, I say it over and over like a beaten. If you price your item right, it will sell itself. Cool is not a brand that I would promote. Cool is a brand that if you price it right, it will sell in 2 days. Nice pickup. Nice pickup. Yep. Cool is one of those brands. Tips for getting out grease stains. People in the chat, give her. My wife uses a stick. It's like a, and then some people use this grandma stuff, but we use a stick or spray wash. Or sometimes I have to wash things a couple times. So that Lulu sold for $27. Again, I could have squeezed out a little bit more, but I didn't. I couldn't find a color just like it, so that's what I've been listing them at. This is a brand I don't pick up, but I did because it was new with tags, and it is a stretchy waist, like a golf short type of thing. They remind me a lot of like the Under Armour golf shorts with these waists that are 360 all the way around. So this brand right here is Penguin. I don't normally pick this brand up, even when it's new with tags, but it sold for $24. I knew they'd sell because they're white, and they have that nice golf material, which you don't find very much or very often in that brand. Let's see. I've had 2 items returned on eBay for size. I put measurement in my pictures. It's frustrating. You'll have that. Is it because they didn't fit them? Because of it, I don't know if you have free returns or not. I don't have free returns. So I'll put my measurements in my pictures, and often they'll get it and say it didn't fit the way exactly I wanted it to. No problem. Ship it back. They have to pay shipping both ways. So really all it does is just postpone the sale until the next buyer. Now, if you're paying shipping, you're going to lose out on that. But I have the buyer pay shipping, and so I don't lose any money on that. It's a little frustrating because you lose that sale, but just list something else and forget about it. It will sell again. If it sells once, it'll sell twice. So pick those up for $3.99. They sold for $24. Let's see. Beth use Goop. Is that what we use? I feel like that's something we use. I don't know what we use. How did you get started on eBay, and what made you choose clothing? So Travis, that's a really good question. Before I get to these, I'll tell you how. So in 2001, when I was in high school, my dad was also a teacher, and he ran estate sales for people. My dad was always a hustler, and I always had that same mentality. So like I would buy stuff and then sell it at school legally. Well, against the rules at school, I guess, but like candy bars or whatever. And then he started doing these estate sales. So I would get in there and see, well, eBay is just starting up. I bet I can get some of these things, put them on eBay and sell them. So that started, and it piqued my interest. So then every estate sale he had when I was in high school, college, graduated from college, I would go in and buy the things that I knew would sell. It was mostly antiques and collectibles at that time, always. And I would sell them on eBay. So that's what I would do. From 2001 all the way up until 2015, he retired from estate sales, so I couldn't get those really awesome antiques and collectibles. So I thought of I'm a hustler mentality. I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to woe is me. So I got online and saw, side hustles. People were selling clothing. So what I do, I went into Goodwill. I saw what's trending. At the time, it was like the big Tommy Hilfiger stuff in 2015 and 16. So I got a couple things, listed it, went on spring break, they sold, I got hooked. So from then on, I got hooked. It became my side hustle. I don't do antiques collectibles anymore because I can't find them. And I could have gone full-time for the last 3 years, but I enjoyed teaching and the extra money both of them brought. But now I do this full-time. So these are FootJoy. These are completely different than other FootJoy pants. If you get regular FootJoy pants with the embroidery, they usually sell for around $22 for me plus buyer-based shipping. But if you find these, which are the athletic fit, and it will say in here athletic fit, they do better. So these sold for $42.28. They almost double the price. I think it's because they have a taper down here at the bottom. They're not really wide-legged. But these are a salmon color. They sold for $22.88, and they actually sold internationally. So how about that? And that's going out priority because they're a little bit heavy. I hope that answers some of your questions about how I got started on eBay. Let me come back up. I bought one of your Polo Ralph Lauren's items on the shop of eBay. It is listed fast. I bought one of your Polo Ralph Lauren items on the shop and eBay, and it's shipping fast. Yeah, so I usually ship, I always put on my eBay, thank you if you did buy something from me. I never tell people to. I say just go to my eBay store to look at what I sell if you're into reselling. If you want to buy stuff, you can. A lot of times when I've been, something I never thought of, I'm not making much, but it's funny, it's fun. So when I go live thrifting, which is super fun if you guys are in there, yeah, see it's going, I will show you the address. It's going to someone, or it's going to their eBay's distribution center. So when I go live thrifting, people are like, ooh, I want that, I'll buy that from you. Ooh, I want that, I'll buy that from you. So that's kind of fun. But yeah, I ship 1 to 3 days. I put it in my description. My description, I literally have it in my notes on my phone. I copy and paste it to every single one of my eBay listings. All of them are the same. And it says I ship 1 to 3 days. And I put after that, usually I ship the next day, which I usually do. But I like to give that grace period just in case something comes up. I have 2 kids, I have family, whatever. I have 1 to 3 days to ship the item. Does my wife work outside the home? Just asking because how do you carry insurance for the family? Yes, she is a teacher, so she now carries the insurance. But it wouldn't be a problem if not. I would get insurance. They pay shipping. How many returns do you get? What's your percentage? I was just looking at that. So my returns, I can't on my phone, but I could if I was at my computer. I think my return rate is probably 3%, probably 3%. So out of every 100 items, I get 3% return. And almost all the time, it's the item didn't fit right. If I ever get someone that's like, I got this shirt from you and there's a giant rip and hole in it and you did not put that in your description, right away say, I'm giving you 100% refund. I'm so sorry. Please don't send it back to me. Don't waste your time. I did not catch that. Here's your refund. That shows them like, I care 100%. I don't want the negative feedback. I'm giving them all their money. I'll take the loss. It's not worth it for me. So that's what I do. But most of the time it's just a size thing. Posted my first vintage item down on eBay. Nice. Clothing or antiques? Because you know I love antiques. What is stopping you from running estate sales yourself? It's a lot of work. It's a whole different game. Now, in the new era, it's all digital. So all the estate sales around here, ever since COVID, a lot of them, now are doing auctions. So everything's on auction. So they'll go in. They won't actually have a sale in the house. They'll skew everything up, take pictures, and do an auction. And you go and pick it up at the estate sale. So it's a whole different game. Do you do, what is trending? I'm not sure. Do I do what is trending clothing wise? I do. Anything that's trending, I try to list right away. So like women's clothing, especially because y'all change your style so quickly. If it's trending right now, like Y2K, bell bottom, you know, like, whatever those girls, used to wear back in the day, Piata or whatever they are, I sell those right now. Very cool. Good for you, bro. What site are you out of, or what state? I'm in Indiana. Do you list pretty close to your comps? Because most comps are free shipping. So what I do is, it's all tomatoes. What ends up happening is, this is going to be a fun pack right here. What ends up happening is people will do free shipping and price their item a little bit higher. What I do is price my item a little bit lower and then charge people shipping. So it's the same thing. It's just how you want to work it. Some people just click free shipping on eBay. My items aren't going to come up, but a lot of people's free shipping are. Sometimes people will click cheapest first. My item might come up. So people have done both. There's arguments on both sides. I think it's 50-50. I think it's whatever works for you. I've always done buyer pay shipping, and it's worked for me. So I'd say try them both and see what works for you. But you got to get shipping down. Don't lose money on shipping. You should not lose money on shipping. Do your research first. I always want to see what you look like because you're usually sorting through and live thrifting. I know, I'm always live. If you guys don't go live thrifting with me, you know I'm go. And I'm sorting through stuff. I wish I had both visions. I don't like looking at myself, but at least I could like give you my facial expressions because you know I'm animated when we're in there. Do you buy it now or auction both? I do buy it now for almost every single item. I do auctions for only super unique items, Like recently, Jinko's pair of pants, I did it on an item that Johnny was because it had a missing button, stuff like that. 99.9% of my items I do buy it now, or best offer. There's a Purdue polo I want for my husband, thinking about getting. Oh, for my shop? If you do, yeah, just let me know. I find Purdue stuff all the time. I went to Purdue. So graduated from Purdue with a degree in liberal arts for education, and now I don't do anything that has to do with that degree. And hey, everyone. Gorgeous. How much you sell that Jinko's for? The Jinko shorts sold for $142. Those Jinko shorts I bought for $3.99. I had them for forever and I didn't list them. I'm like, shoot, I should list those. This person bought 3 of these really big, like 4XB, 5XB, really big polo shirts. And I told him I'm going to try to get them into a padded flat rate envelope, which I think I can. Those of you who have sold flannel line jeans, you can do it. It's hard, but they can get into one of these flat rate padded envelopes. If you can get those into these padded flat rate, and I know you can, it helps them save money on shipping, and that's what you want to make them happy. So this guy, I told him I think I can. He paid $29 for shipping. I said I think I can get the shipping all into this one envelope. This might be a chore, so I'll try to answer your questions. We'll try to do this together. Met your bomb wife there too. I'm guessing that was her. Yeah, that was my wife that said that. I sure did meet you there. So what are your speed tips for listing clothing? Man, I have so many speed tips. Oh, Shelby, come listen. So my wife, when I was part-time, and this is how I list stuff, guys. I don't have a big desk. I literally sit here and have all my stuff ready, like my envelopes, my boxes, everything's right here. This is what I've always done because I can relax. I can listen to a podcast, listen to some Gary Vee online stuff. But my wife used to help me when I was part-time at night, ship stuff like those jeans that are flannel lined, and she would always cuss them out because they were so hard to fit in these right here. I mean, look at this thing. I'm not going to be inappropriate, but you know what it is. It's like a female and babies and all that stuff. That's not happening. You watch it will. If he paid $29 shipping, do you refund the difference? Yes. So all the time I get questions about, hey, I want to buy multiple, and I put a lot of my things, I put combined shipping in my title. Like when I do my Surf's Up method for the polos, the Under Armour, the Nike, and also my Ralph Lauren stuff, I'll put combined shipping in the description just so they can see like, man, this is cheap and he'll combine shipping. Maybe I want more. That has worked. So yes, I always tell them, pay for it all. And what I'll do is whatever you buy, I'll combine it into the cheapest thing possible and I will refund the difference. So he paid $28 and I refunded him, I think 18 because these are about 10 bucks. So you guys like that? You want to see more? Pro tip ever. What is the best days to go thrifting? I don't know. And I got tips for you too. I got all sorts of tips. That's why I'm on here. Guys, that's why I started this stuff. I'm not making any money off TikTok. I mean, I don't want to make money off of people at all. You watch. Look at this. You guys are going to be begging my pardon. I forgot the question. What are the best days to go thrifting? So I thrift because I have kids. I go thrifting throughout the week. Every once in a while, I'll go like hit a thrift store on the weekend. But I thrift throughout the week. It just depends where you live. You need to get friends with the people that work there. You need to figure out what days they put out their inventory. Here they put out their inventory. They'll tell you all day long. But I always like to go like in the mornings. But when I worked, I used to do it after work or whatnot. So let me get this thing in here and then we can get going. Put it in a cellophane bag first. It slips right in. And you know what's sad? I have one right here. That's why I tell you guys, I have everything right here. You guys don't want to see white legs. So, and these shirts, it won't matter. The guy will not care. They're just shirts. So I'm going to show you. Watch this. Watch this skill. You're right. The cellophane could have worked better because I can squeeze out all the air of those cellophanes and do it that way. There's one corner. Yep. Yep. I'm jealous. This one's giving me trouble. This one's giving me trouble. All right, hold your horses. If it fits, it ships. Get off me. If it fits, it ships. Boom, get off me. So that guy, I just saved him a ton of money by shipping it in this padded flat rate that is about to bust out of the seams, but it's not. And check out the nice tape. That's what, oh, there's a little bit there showing. Doesn't matter. I use 3-inch tape. This is probably one of the best things, a thermal printer and 3-inch tape. I love 3-inch tape because it is so super duty. One stripe, one strip, and it doesn't get tangled up like the other one as much. Anyways, I'm proud of myself. I don't care, y'all. You can make fun of me all you want. I'm proud of myself.
You better run tape the other way on that thing.
Shelby said I better run tape the other way. What are you talking about? Fine. Put it all the way around for all you people on here. There you go. I saved him money. Look at that effort. Look at that effort. Look at that. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. All right. Thrift every day. Yep. I went thrifting every single day after work. Every single day after work. I think the package is too small. That's what she said. Do you ever cut triangles out of the bottom? Triangles out of the bottom of what? For the air to come out? I don't, if that's what you're talking about. Do you start selling a Poshmark? I've heard it's easier for beginners. Double bag for sure on that one? Nope, I got it. Run tape across the other way. There you go. I did it all. I did it all. Look at you guys. We're all a team. We did it together. Why don't you just poly bag, just print out a few flat rate envelope label? Listen to your wife. Listen to you guys. Thank you. Proud of me too. Appreciate it. Now there was a question up there that I said. You did, yes. There was a question I liked. All right. Let's go easy now. What do you guys say? This one might not be as easy either, but it's easy. So again, I tell people always, get the, I just said it earlier in this video, or this live, big college stuff sells well. Again, this is a starter. When I first started selling, this was a $100 jacket. These starter jackets were the-ish back in like 15, 16, 17, 18, and when I was little in the 90s. But they've dropped off a lot. So this would have been a $100 jacket. I still sold it for $49.99. So $49.99 for this Notre Dame. And wherever you live, guys, if there's a big university there, pick that stuff up because I'm not going to be finding Stanford stuff here in Indiana a lot or the Gators here in Indiana. Shoot, when I went to Florida and thrifted at that one thrift store, I found that vintage Gators shirt. It sold for like 30 bucks. You know, it will be a football at the post office. Yeah, probably will. If I worked there, I would totally make it. This is going to Illinois, or Chicago, which is kind of near Notre Dame. This is going priority envelope. This is going in a Tyvek. Tyvek are much easier to put stuff in. So, but those shirts, I didn't want to put them in this. It has a little bit more room. So much nicer. So much nicer. There we go. Going to Chicago. I've done it for 300 orders and paid $760. Never got charged. What have you done? Oh, in these Tyvek, I'm not going to say anything on here. I'm not going to say anything on here about that. I might be along there with you. I just didn't put those. I wanted to show those before I shipped them. They were a little bit bigger than what I thought. I thought they'd be like the flannel line jeans. So I thought I could get them in there easier. It wasn't quite as easy. I was a little bit nervous, but I knew I could do it. I knew I could do it. Glass half full, people. Glass half full. Let's see. Here we go. This is not the brand I was going to talk about, but this is a good brand. 511. 511 Tactical. Looks like a brand I'm going to talk about in a minute. This is a snap-up shirt. So you see the snaps? So metal snap shirt, short sleeve. Almost everything I'm selling, other than that jacket, has been short sleeve seasonal. That's how it is this time of year. I've been doing this forever. All my winter stuff, you might sell like 1 or 2 things a month or whatever, unless I price it down. All my spring and summer stuff are selling hot right now. That's why I don't feel like I get summer slowdown, because I have so many items that I list that are seasonal. So I list seasonal, and I have so many more sales. Ian is getting this shirt. By the way, that shirt sold for $18. $18. These are 2 good ones. On the poly bags, and print out a flat rate envelope label. Ooh, that's a tough one. What I do, these Tyveks, a lot of times I'll put flat rate envelope and put them on these, and they'll slip. But the problem sometimes is they won't slip on the other side, and postage due at the for the seller or for the buyer, and you don't want that. If the postage is due for the buyer, that's not good. So these were 2 brand new with tags. UK again, big colleges do well. We've said that 4 times now in this video. UK Tiger Woods polos, new with tags. I bought these for $4.99 each. These were on Alive, and I sold them both together for $86. So $86. So 10 into 86. Pretty good. And I'm glad I sold them. I'm glad I'm selling these summer and spring things right now. So these, they are light enough to go first class, the 2 of them. What's up, Southern Treasures? Hope you're having a good day. I love your videos. Keep posting them. If you missed any of this, as always, I post it on YouTube later. And then those people on YouTube watching this, thanks for watching this. Let me see, make sure, Chris. As always, I look at my phone, make sure it's going to the right person, and it's not. That's why I do that. It's going to Lex, which I have in a separate one because I had to print it. Sometimes on eBay, it'll say, like, you print all your labels and say, can't print one person. I don't know why, and then you go to print that one person and it prints just fine. This was that example. Like, it says it couldn't print it, printed all my labels out. I went back in there, and it printed out just fine. I don't know. Here's the one I was talking about. About to jump on shortly. Good. Here we go right here. Prana. I love picking up Prana pants that are the nylon, the polyester, hiking, women's or men's. But these short sleeves do not do near as well as they used to. I don't even pick them up anymore, to be honest. This was an old piece of my inventory. I sold it for about $12.66. Thanks, Lion Creek. $12.66 for a Prana shirt. This thing deserves more. This deserves a better home. No, it's going to a home. Someone got a good deal on it. But Prana, they sell REI, good brand. These short sleeve shirts just don't bring thanks. Bring what they did, and that's the way it is. The market tells you what it wants, so it doesn't want these like they used to, at least for me. So I don't pick them up anymore. The pants, the shorts, yes, I'm going to continue to pick those up, but not those shirts. Will not pick them up anymore because I'm not making at least $10 profit. That is my deal. If it's going to, even though that shirt won't take me very long to list at all, if I'm not making $10 profit, I'm not selling it. Last item I'm shipping today, or at least right now, are these Nike Tour Performance golf shorts. This time of year, I sell them. I pick these up so often in the fall and winter, and I just throw them in a bin, and then once we come out, I can take pictures of these and list these in 2 minutes. If you were on live with me the other day listing stuff, it can list it in 2 minutes, these shorts. They don't sell for a ton of money. They sold for $18.88 to be exact. But again, if you're making $10 to $12 in 2 minutes, like from a teacher's perspective, that's good. I'm not in that 1% in America. So from a teacher's perspective, that's good money. And it sells quick. It's super easy to list. What's my YouTube name, Kaylee? It's Surfs Up Finds. If you guys click on my link tree, you'll find all my social media and my my eBay store. Don't buy anything from me. Look through my eBay store and do some research. Kind of gives you an idea. My eBay store is not the best out there, but it's one from someone who's been doing it a while. So you can look at all my sold sales, see what I've been selling, see how much I sell it for. I source all my items for about my average sourcing price is about $5.50. So shirts at $4.50, pants at $4 or $5, and jeans at $7.99. So, and I put all these videos, a lot of these videos, I put a lot of my live thrifts, if they're good enough, if they have enough information, I put them on my YouTube channel for people to watch. Like if they have enough information of things don't to buy and to buy. I also put little fireside chats, but I like communicating with people. So that's it. I actually have a couple items that I sold that the person hasn't paid yet. For example, like this barber shirt. It's a linen. It sold for $27.77. So I still have some items I'm waiting for people to pay. If they pay today, I'll ship them out today. So at what point should someone pay for a store? I get that question often, truly. I think you should pay for a store when it makes sense for you. When the store is paying for itself. So you have to pay for insertion fees, right? When you're starting, let's say a store is 30 bucks. I don't even know how much they are anymore. Let's say they're 30 bucks. Once you're starting to have to pay like $35 or $40 a month for insertion fees or whatever, then I would buy a store because you're paying more than what a store costs. So that's when I bought a store. Once it made sense for me. Once I would buy a store, it would save me money buying a store. That's when I did a store. I don't think having a store on eBay will get you any better sales. I don't think it has anything to do with that. I think eBay is strictly selling the right product for the right price. Selling the right product for the right price and make sure you have good feedback, and someone's going to trust you by that feedback. They're going to see you have good feedback. You sold 50, 100 items, 200 items or more, whatever, things like that. Is my USPS is not open on Sundays other than during the holidays. Do you apply for the UPS grant? I won it last year. Or eBay grant. No, I didn't even know eBay had a grant. Jeez, I feel like I'm in education again. You have to apply for all sorts of grants in education. No, I didn't know eBay had a grant. That's pretty cool. I might look into that. Not going to find you. I'm from England. Can't buy anything. I don't think. I'm from England. Can't buy anything. I think you can. I think you can buy from England. Someone bought, or they might have bought those Jinkos I sold from England. I'm not for sure. But I love England. I love London. I love going down the streets because I'm an antique guy, and they had the flea markets in the streets, and those were awesome. Pick up like vintage World War stuff, and I loved all that stuff. That was my thing. 10K, go get it. What's 10K? What's 10K, Duke? All right. So thanks for coming in. Hi, smiley face. The grant amount's 10K. Wow. What would you put that towards? Man, I would do it. Yeah, heck yeah. I'm all about it. So, all right, guys. Appreciate it. Hope your sales were great this weekend. If not, send out offers tonight. List some stuff tonight. List stuff daily. Keep your store active. Sell seasonal items. Get creative when you're thrifting. Not only thrift stores, go search up garage sales. Go to church sales. Those are my favorite. Maybe retail arbitrage. So don't be down on yourself. If your sales aren't good, they'll pick up. We all have down days. We all have down weeks with sales. Keep going. So congrats for the sales. All right. Southern Treasure's about to get on. You can go over and watch her. I have a good question. What brand's golf shirt should I look out for? That's a good ending question. What I want you to do is go to my YouTube channel, and I put a golf video up last week. It might be corny, but I literally have pictures of what golf brands do well right now and what brands I avoid. There are some that I don't list, but look at that. If you have more questions in the comments on that YouTube video, I'll answer them. So I'll see you guys later. I love buying and I hate listing. That is the motto for all of us resellers. Love buying, hate listing. I'll see you guys tomorrow for a live thrift. Let's do it. Live thrift tomorrow. All right. See you guys later. Bye.